guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about funny stories that happened throughout, I don't know, a bunch of years in my life. So if you're new here, hi, what's up? Make sure to like, comment and subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my videos. And if you're returning, hi again and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get started. The first story I have for you guys today is called, I'm kidding. So this is known as monkeys are animals. You might be wondering like, what? What are you talking about? So one day we, my family, okay, the five of us in my family, we're all sitting for prayers and we were just talking, like, we just do a little chit chat before, and we were like just going through different topics, and then we were talking about how there are always like monkeys on the trees and stuff when we go to cut grass and things like that. And it's so annoying because we don't know what they're gonna do up there because they could throw things down and stuff. Then I had the big brains to be like, I hate it when monkeys come on trees and like jump from tree to tree. They're so annoying. They act like animals. Like, what in the world? And my parents were like, hold on, what did you just say? They were like, hold up. And I was like, that's not what I meant. And because I usually refer to a human that acts like an annoying person as an animal sometimes because it's like so annoying. And then they were like, you just call an animal, like what is going on? And they were like so confused, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna speak again because that's annoying. So yeah, that was the first story, and that was kind of dumb, and oh well, you live and you learn. Anyways, moving on. The second story I have for you guys is something that happened a few months after me and my sisters arrived back in Sri Lanka. So this was like in 2016, okay, Christmas season. What happened was me and my sister decided to go shopping, alright? And then while we were shopping, we met our uncle. It was like a coincidence because like he came from USA and he was like here, and then we met him. We were supposed to go and meet him either way, but that day we were just shopping for our own house and stuff like that. And we meet him. We were like, hi, blah blah, and then he just gives us like a 5,000 rupee note, okay, to continue our shopping because we were anyway going to spend a lot. And he was like, what is going on? And he was like, okay, yeah, anyways, here you go, and like that. So we were like, okay, thank you. And then he goes off, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna continue shopping and we'll be so excited and get as many Christmas decorations as we can, yada yada, because it's Christmas season. And one of us was holding on to the money that he gave, alright? I don't think he even knows this story. It's kind of embarrassing that I'm saying this right now, but like, I think it was me for sure because I did not have pockets in my trousers, so I just held it to my hand. I don't even know that I let go of it. And then my father and my other sister eventually end up coming to the same store, almost close to proceeding to the cashier. My dad's like checking like, okay, how is he gonna pay, through card, through cash, or through both, and stuff like that. And then we're like, oh yeah, we had a 5,000, yada yada, and we go look for it and we can't find it. So this is like a whole backstory to what this story ends up with. Then eventually we let the people in the store know that like, yeah, we lost a 5,000 rupee note. So the workers obviously end up finding it and they give it to us. And then the point of this is then we go home. We were talking with our dad obviously, and my older sister ends up going and saying some nonsense like, we're responsible adults. Okay, as soon as she said this, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, we were. I am the way you can know. Okay, because like 2 seconds ago, we almost lost a lot of money. And like 2 seconds later, when we get back home, my sister's like, we're responsible people. And I was like, bro, why do you talk this much? And I was like, what? And then our dad was like, and I was like, and then we just started laughing and just like, it was such a joke that we were like, yeah, whatever. Wave it off, never mind, moving on. And that gives us our next story. The second story was something that happened with me and my older sister mainly. And this story is also something related to her. So this happened very recently, last December, right? So we had Christmas celebration stuff, and I think the next day, so obviously 25th of December is a really busy day for every family that celebrates Christmas, and then the next day is when you like eat the leftovers of the previous day and like you enjoy the place and the house or wherever you're staying or whatever. So what we decided to do was we just left one of our chairs, okay, it's veranda chair. We left it in the house, in the hall, in that same location. My older sister habitually always stares at the TV, alright? So what she ends up doing is holding the plate that she's eating. So this is like we were having lunch, okay? So she holds her plate and like she's obviously done eating, and she decides to walk back to like, you know, either the kitchen or the table, the dining table or whatever in the hall. I'm not sure. And she just keeps staring at the TV and turns around without realizing and walks straight into a chair. And what's worse was, she was like, who kept this chair in the middle of the way? The point is, like, it's really not in the middle of the way if you think about it. Like, there's a hall like this, and then there's all this space that's empty, and there's a chair here. So, okay, you can like skip it, and if you know that it's there, you would skip it and walk. You wouldn't just go walking into a chair. Like, look around before walking, or you could bump into anything at this rate. So, this is about my mom. I don't know whether she'll be okay with me saying this or not. She's asleep right now, so I'll just like ask her tomorrow. Or, like, she might see the video eventually and find out. But we went in July for my grandma's funeral that season. So we were like all in the dining table of our uncle's house one day, okay? My aunt's family and us, and all were sitting there. I think we were either having breakfast or lunch. I'm not sure which one it was. I can't remember. But anyway, we were eating and we were talking as usual. And my mom wanted to say some numbers. Now I'm going to be using a different language here. Obviously, I'm going to be saying this in Sinhala because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. This number 91 just came up, and she was just going to like say something about it, and she confused English and Sinhala. And if you can guess what I'm trying to say, put it down in the comments, okay? But she was going to say something with that number, and she ends up saying Anu 1, okay? And we were like, what are you saying? Because like that's like so, like nobody does that. Nobody like says one half of the number in one language and the other half in another language. I don't know if people do that. I've never heard anyone do that. But it was so funny that my uncle and everyone was like, wow. I was like so like trying so hard to like calm down and stop laughing and all that, and it was like so funny. Anyways, moving on to our next story and our final story. So this is the 5th story that I have for you, and I promise it's like nothing stupid. Or maybe it is. Okay, anyways. Me and my sister, my older sister, and my mom, we decided to go somewhere last year on the 13th of March, okay? And then we were like, or I think it was the 12th, I don't know, it was a Saturday. And it was in the 2nd week of March. So we were like, okay, let's just go around, blah, blah, and we'll go to the KFC and get some food, and then we'll come back home so we can just have KFC for lunch. And so we decided to go to the KFC, and we were ordering. So my mom was placing the order, and she was like wondering like what would be nice and all that stuff. And while she was placing the order, I was standing there next to my mom, and my sister was, I think, sitting with all the bags that we had carried with us. I was waiting there. And this is like at the start of the whole pandemic, so anybody who sneezes and anyone who like, you know, has any weird activity is like sus. And we didn't even have masks because we didn't really take it like, you know, to that serious level at that time, because we thought, okay, yeah, it's just like, you know, something. I was standing there next to my mom, and mom was telling all the stuff, my mom was telling all the stuff, and I just stand there and I'm like, Achoo! And I sneeze into my hands. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now, like the previous day or that day morning, I saw like news articles and stuff saying not to sneeze into your hands, use your elbows, and I saw so many things talking about this thing called COVID-19, and they were saying that you need to wear a mask and take precautions, wash your hands, blah blah blah. So I was like, oh my freaking gosh, because I was like sneezing, and when I looked up and looked around, all the workers in the KFC outlet were wearing masks, and they were all just like doing their own thing. And then 2 people, I think, the guy who was taking our order and the one who was standing there, one of the delivery guys who just arrived or something like that, they were just waiting, and he just suddenly looked at me like what? And I was like, oh my gosh, now they must be thinking that I'm down with the COVID-19 virus, which is so like embarrassing and like so annoying. And they must have been like, who is that and why is she even in here, you know guys? Because like they were being very like critical about all these things at the start, and like the next day itself everyone was like under lockdown and stuff like that. So yeah, that was like the last funny story. Well, it's funny because like yesterday and today morning you see news articles saying what you should and shouldn't do, and then here goes a person like me going into an outfit like this and sneezing and then just like acting like nothing happened and trying to ignore everyone and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway guys, that's all I have for you today. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, it's going to be down there. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram and all social medias. I'm always updating them as much as I can. Check me out on Twitter as well because I only have 7 followers still, and I don't know why you guys don't follow me on Twitter because I share the same posts everywhere now. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, it's going to be down there, hit the bell icon on the other side so you don't miss out on my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.